In the most recent episode of Meghan Markle's Archetypes podcast, host of The Today Show Allison Langdon makes a surprise appearance. During the episode, Markle vented her frustrations at being told 1,000,000 times over she was lucky Prince Harry had chosen her to be his wife when they became engaged in 2017. Markle illustrated her point with a clip of Langdon speaking about the couple's wedding in a 2018 episode of 60 Minutes Australia. The happy couple has enchanted the world with their real-life fairy tale, Langdon said on the programme. Langdon was visibly frustrated as she reacted to hearing her cameo for the first time live on the Today Show on Wednesday. In the context of the podcast, Meghan used Langdon's soundbite as evidence of sexism in the media's coverage of her engagement to Prince Harry. But the journalist insisted she had never once suggested Meghan was lucky to have bagged herself a prince. "I'm blowing steam out of my ears. What part of that was saying Harry chose you? Oh my gosh," she scoffed. Langdon's co-host, Carl Stefanovic, was also furious, saying that the latest episode of Archetypes makes my head explode. "Whatever side of the fence Ali is on in this story, she gets smashed by Meghan," he added, rolling his eyes. "You tell me, in anything I just said, was me saying she was lucky because of Prince Harry," Langdon exclaimed. "All I know is I had lots of mates who liked Meghan for a long time, and none of them do anymore," she added. In her latest Archetypes podcast, which featured actress Mindy Kaling, Markle said, "When I started dating my husband, we became engaged. Everyone was just like, oh my god, you're so lucky he chose you." At a certain point, after you hear it 1,000,000 times over, you're like, well, I chose him too, but thankfully I have a partner who was countering that narrative for me and going, they've got it all wrong. I'm the lucky one because you chose me. But it is gendered and it's archetyped and stereotyped that you're so lucky, and it just feeds into this idea that you're waiting for someone to tell you that you're good enough as opposed to knowing that you're good enough on your own. He really is lucky to have found Meghan. No one in their right mind would have married Harry. Despite being a prince, he's uneducated with anger issues, mummy issues and substance abuse issues. He'd run through all the eligible women in England and none of them wanted to take him on. Aristocratic families were wary of letting their daughters marry into that family after what happened to Diana, and girls from wealthy families could marry an investment banker and have the lifestyle without having to deal with the press. It was lucky for Harry that he found someone so hell-bent on raising her own status that she would ignore her own friends when she said that she was marrying him would be a huge mistake. Reflecting on growing up, Markle said it was really hard and that she was the smart one forever and ever and ever rather than the pretty one, during a time of Immaculate Heart All-Girls Catholic High School in Los Angeles. Speaking to Mindy, Meghan said she kept busy at lunchtimes at school and became president of clubs in an attempt to avoid worrying about who to sit with. Mindy asked Meghan, "Were you not the pretty one growing up?" To which the Duchess replied, "No. Oh god, no." She continued, "I was the ugly duckling. Yeah, no. Maybe not conventional beauty. Now maybe that would be seen as beautiful, but massive frizzy curly hair and a huge gap in my teeth. I was the smart one forever and ever and ever, and then just sort of grew up."